Okay, we are continuing the orthogonality of Pn of x, Legendre equation, Legendre function, and we derived this equation up to here. Now, integrating this equation from the between the limits -1 to +1. So I'm giving the integration -1 to +1 this term, and -1 to +1 this term, and this n into n plus 1 minus m into m plus 1 can be written as n minus m into m plus 1, and the integral this term, that is integral -1 to +1 pm dx equal to 0, and this term, this the first and the second term. Okay, this first and the second term we can integrate by parts. When we are doing this integration by part, all the term will be 0 because this plus and this minus and this term will be 0. Okay, when we are giving the limit plus 1 and minus 1, then this term will be 0. Then we are left with the third term. Okay, third term only, that is n minus m into n plus m plus 1 integral -1 to +1 pm dx equal to 0. That is for n not equal to m in this equation, for n is not equal to m, then we can directly written as -1 to +1 pmx dx equal to 0. So that is our first equation. Now we have to prove the second equation, and we have to combine the second equation and this equation. Okay, so prove -1 to +1 pnx square dx equal to 2 divided by 2n plus 1. So in order to prove this, we can start from the generating function of Legendre polynomial, this one. Okay, we already derived this. So squaring both sides of the generating function. Then when we are squaring this, here square means -2 by 2, that is -1. Then squaring this term, that is when we are squaring, here we will get z n pn of x into z raised to n pn of x. Okay, two terms squaring now, and I am using two indices, one indices m and one index n. So summation over n is m is equal to 0 to infinity z raised to m pm of x into summation over n is equal to infinity z raised to n pn of x. So in combine, we can write like this, that is summation over m is equal to 0 to infinity, summation n is equal to 0 to infinity, z raised to m, z raised to n, pmx, pnx. Okay. Now, I written this term in two ways, that is, first one is for m is equal to n. For this term is for m is equal to n. For m is equal to n, then we can use only one summation, that is m or n. Okay, I used here n. So n is equal to 0 to infinity z raised to 2n. Here m, if m is equal to n, then here n, here n. Then n plus n is 2n. Then if here m is equal to n, then it is pn of x and pn of x, that is pn of x square. Now the second term is plus, the second term is for m is not equal to n. For m is not equal to n, then we have two summation, m is equal to 0 to infinity, n is equal to 0 to infinity, z raised to m plus n. Okay, because m is not equal to n, and pmx and pnx. Now integrating both sides with respect to x, integrating both sides with respect to x, between the limits -1 to +1. So integral -1 to +1, 1 minus 2x plus z square raised to -1 into dx, which is equal to summation over these two terms, summation over these two terms, but summation over the second term will be 0. Why? Because we already proved that for n is not equal to m, this term is equal to 0. The same term came here, so this term is equal to 0. Then we have only these two terms. Okay, left hand side and right hand side. And now the left hand side, take the LHS, it is integrating. So -1 by 2z log 1 minus 2xz plus z square within the limit -1 to +1, which is equal to the RHS. Then LHS side is 1 by 2z log 1 minus z square minus log 1 plus z square. Then 1 by z log 1 plus z minus log 1 minus z, and I am expanding this log 1 plus z as this term and log 1 minus z as this one. Okay, and now here we can see that here minus z square by 2, here minus of minus z square by 2, that is plus z square by 2. So this can be cancelled. Then here minus z raised to 4. Here minus of minus z raised to 4 by 4 is plus z raised to 4. So the even terms can be cancelled. So we remained with the 2 by z. Why it is 2 by z? Because here is one z. Here is one z. Here minus of minus z is plus z. So z plus z is 2z. So there is a common term 2 here. Also from here minus z raised to minus. Okay, here z cube by 3. Here also minus of minus z cube by 3. So 2z cube by 3. Here also a term 2 here. Then here z raised to 5. Here minus of minus. Next one is minus of minus z raised to 5. That is plus z raised to 5. So z raised to 5 by plus z raised to 5. That is 2 z raised to 5 by so 2 z raised to 5 divided by 5, which is equal to plus z raised to 2n plus 1 divided by so here the common term 2 by z, then here z plus z cube by 3 plus z raised to 5 by 5 plus etc. up to z raised to 2n plus 1 by 2n plus 1 etc., which is equal to this term. Then dividing all the terms with the z, then 2 into this term, which is equal to the right hand side, and this term can be written as 2 into summation over n is equal to 0 to infinity z raised to 2n by 2n plus 1, which is equal to this term. Then comparing the coefficients of z raised to 2n, z raised to 2n here, z raised to 2n here, just to combine the coefficients, then we will get minus 1 to plus 1 pn of x square dx equal to 2 divided by 2n plus 1. So we got the second equation. Now we can combine the two equations, that is equation number 4 and equation number 5, that is integral minus 1 to plus 1 pnx pmx dx equal to 2 divided by 2n plus 1 delta mn. When n is equal to 0, when n is equal to m, then we will get this result, this one. Okay, when n is equal to m, then pnx and pnx, that is pnx square is equal to 2 by 2n plus 1. When m is not equal to n, this term is equal to 0. This integral is 0, just that we proved already.